Hello, my name is Kristen Schlick, and this is my interactive math journal number 8 for EDMU 524. After reading chapter 21, what are the two activities or strategies that you could use to introduce the probability to students? Well, our book introduced an activity that was called Is It Likely?, in which various scenarios were introduced and students would be able to base their choice if the event was likely or not likely. Then the students would defend their answer. I think this would be a great activity to get civil discord going, and it would be fun to have the students take a piece of paper and write an event and then use those to discuss the answers in a group instead of these. So number 2, an activity I could think of would be to place linker cubes in a closed container. I would start out with the same number of each color to make it easier to follow the probability. And then one at a time pull out a cube and work the probability for each block that is removed. Later, other items or various amounts could be added for a challenge. So the two ways I could think of to implement technology into the classroom and teach the concept of probability would be to use a number generator. That can easily be done. They're available all over the place. You can decide what the limit is, and it would be fairly easy to use. And the kids could do it on their own too. If you created a worksheet, they could work it on their own. Another fun way to get to use technology would be to look at headlines. Go with the headlines and then work the probability of, what's the probability that they'll win the next game? What's the probability you could even show a clip and show in the last few minutes of a football game? What's the probability of a team scoring another touchdown based on the runs that they've had and the yardages that they've had so far? So that would be really fun, and that would involve children in daily life. And then this is the website I went to are on my sharemylesson.com, and they had a PowerPoint that tells the kids to explore probabilities and statistics. The kids would be involved by having a fun size of M&Ms. Each student opens the bag and estimates the number of candies in their bag, writes the number on a whiteboard, and then a list is generated of all the predictions. And then they calculate the mean, mode, and median. A modification I would make would include probability. So I would hand the students each a baggie with the exact same amount of candy, say 25. They would be able to calculate the probability of how many of each color are in the bag, so they would choose one at a time. They would also be able to calculate the mean, mode, and median as a class for each color should they choose to do that at the end. I would do this because it involves a little more mathematics for the candy treat that they're going to get. They would also be able to predict the number of each color they may receive before opening the bag. So it just extends the lesson out a little bit longer. I would say for 6th grade or higher, you could definitely include something a little bit more involved. And these are my references for Share My Lesson and our textbook. Thank you so much. Have a great day.